Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We're back in Middle Earth, and the festival is over, so Miss Medrielle is back to doing her questing in Rohan. And today we are going to go talk to the Reeve of Cliving, and we're going to find out about that lady's niece. I believe it's her niece or her daughter. Yes, it says Thane Mildrith wants you to ensure that her daughter, Siflad, is not being mistreated. The first step is to introduce yourself to Athelward. Alright, so we're going to go do that. Let's go say hi to the Thane of Cliving, or the Reeve. I'm not sure which it is. I guess they're Thanes. Oh, and I see him down there. And there he is. So that must be, okay, that's Mildred and Atha, which are his daughters.
Welcome to Cliving, friends from afar.
I am Athelward, Reeve of the Norcrofts and Thane of Cliving. My house and hospitality is yours while you stay. Athelward listens as you relate the reason for your visit, and a cloud crosses his face. Oh, Mildrith, what happened to her should not happen to any lady of Rohan, losing first her husband, then her son. I should have been more understanding of the boy's youthful boldness, but he called my honor into question. The sword trial is the customary means of resolving such disputes. I did not know his wound would fester in such a way. I would have it back if I could. Taking young Siflid as my ward seemed the kindest thing to do, but I can understand a mother's grief may make it seem otherwise. I will answer any questions of yours, and you are of course free to see Siflid, if it is not too much trouble. Could I ask you to help Cuthred, the captain of my guard, with his duties after you have spoken with her? So we can talk to Siflid. And where is she? I don't know, but this is a nice meat hall. Quite spacious, warm, comfortable, and clean. Make absolutely certain that if she is not in here. It just says Siflid is somewhere in Cliving. Well, that's about as broad as you can get. Yeah, she's somewhere in town. Okay. Okay. We'll go find her. So, according to him, he did not intend to kill the boy. It was supposed to be just a spar to teach the boy his place. And he's taking care of the daughter as a way of making amends for what happened. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can see where Mildred is coming from. It does seem kind of odd. Is she up here? And she is. There she is. Hello. Oh, you're a lovely young lady.
I saw you coming to Cliving from afar, and I wondered what your story might be.
And now you have come to tell it to me. How wonderful. You tell Siflid that you have come from her mother in Ethengels, and that Mildrith worries about her. My poor mother. I miss her. Some days I miss her terribly, but knowing that she is still at home eases that ache somewhat. Worse are the days when I miss my father and my brother, for they are never coming home. But I am happy in Cliving as I can be. The Reeve is kind to me, if distant. I think he blames himself for all the grief my family has endured, and wants to make amends for it. I am treated well. But look at the view from the walls. There is just so much more going on here than in Ethengels. Yes, I am happy here. I hope my mother is not upset by that, but it is the truth. But tell her I miss her. And so we need to talk to Cuthred and Cliving. She seems like a lovely young lady. Very polite, well-bred. Didn't seem to have any problems being here. And I called her Mildred. It's Mildrith. Or Mildrith. I will get her name right at some point. Now, we need to talk to Cuthred. Oh, look, chickens. Hey, the chickens have come home to roost. What do you know? And this must be Cuthred.
The Reeve sent you to me to help with our problems? Good.
We can refuse no offer of help. Cliving has been less effective than some other towns in this riding, but still, there are orcs about, and we need to deal with them if we are to keep our people safe.
An important part of guard duty involves riding the bounds.
An important part of the guard duty my men undertake consists of riding the bounds of Cliving, looking for threats lurking too near the city. If you have a war steed and the skill to ride it, I would encourage you to help us with this duty. Ride east of Cliving until you see the marker that delineates the bounds, and then turn to the south. Continue this process, turning to your right at each marker until you have described a great loop around the city. Defeat any mounted enemies you counter on this circuit. You will be doing the people of Cliving a great service. So we need to do patrol duty. Okay. I guess we could do that. Sounds like busy work to me. Especially if you already have soldiers doing it. Guard. Bunch of guards. Alright, so we get on our war state. Which, I don't think... Oh, I did get it for her. I even colored it the same color as her outfit. Oh my god, have we out-leveled the stuff here? Alright, I guess we'll accept that. Alright. The first marker is over this way somewhere. While we're doing that, we might as well take care of a couple mounted riders. And since we have a few of those available at the moment, this is the perfect time to do it. Alright, so that's done. Now we can continue on our way. This is the first marker here. Next marker is to the south. We should kill a few things along the way. mean, that is part of what we're supposed to be doing. Next marker is to the west. Bears don't count. I don't think. Oh, I just one-shot that one. That's funny. Oh, written mark. Darn. I will take that. Alright, continuing on. We're supposed to be doing guard duty. We should probably be doing that. Well, I guess killing stuff along the way is doing that, isn't it? Boy, this marker is a lot further away than the others, isn't it? The thriving horde. Many of the arcs that marched with the main horde moved across Rohan have fallen behind to continue occupying and terrorizing the people of the Norcross, and to spread the influence of the White Hand. Defeating White Hand riders will help reduce their stranglehold on the territory. Defeat mounted orcs in the western farmlands. Alright. I'll bite. We got another one. Defeat White Hand pillagers at each farmstead. Oh, this patrol duty got a whole lot more interesting, doesn't it? Now, is that another homestead, or is that part of the same one? Ooh, let's not get stuck inside the house, thanks. That's a pillager over there. Well, that was 2 pillagers down. Okay. Dang. Alright. Y'all fell pretty quick. Now, it says at each homestead, defeat White Hand pillagers. Okay, so that one didn't count. Ah, there's another one over here. Alright, so that's done. Now we can continue on. As soon as we get this. We're not passing up the metal. After all, at some point, we have to consider improving our gear. Last marker is to the north. You should not have moved. I would not have noticed you if you had not moved. Oh, see, I would have come back around to this one anyway. You have ridden the bounds and should return to Cliving. Okay. We've ridden the bounds. We've gotten rid of a great number of orcs in the process. Had a little fun doing it. Yeah, no, we're not doing the warband. Let's slow down a little bit. It says talk to Captain Garmund outside of Cliving and talk to Kuthred. That's Captain Garmund. Oh, he's a fair piece away. We'll talk to Cuthbert first. Then we'll go find this captain that we need to talk to. We'll use a regular horse in town. Just so I'm not pinballing all over Cliving. Which could be very funny, but ineffective. Alright.
You have ridden the bounds? What did you encounter?
My men ride that circuit many times a day, ensuring the safety of the city. Usually it is quiet, but occasionally orcs or other foes stray within the line and must be fought or driven away.
For Rohan to be safe and well guarded, Norcrofts must be as well.
I was told that Reeve Appleward wants to speak with you before you depart, Cliving. Thank you again for your help, and I hope the Reeve rewards you in suitable fashion for that, and you have the aid you have graciously given. For Rohan to be safe and well guarded, the Norcrofts must be as well. I appreciate your help in that regard, and I know the Reeve will agree. I hope so. Guess we'll go talk to the Reeve. Apparently we're going to be heading back to talk to the girl's mother. Oh, hello. My friends have arrived.
I am inspired by your companion's example.
I have been speaking with your companions while you aided my captain of the guards, Medrielle. I am inspired by their example. A man of Rohan, a girl of Dunland, and even an elf. How is it that folk of such different backgrounds can work together? It pains me to see you leave. Can you not stay and help with the maintenance of Cliving? I could use each of your talents to better the state of my people. Discuss among yourselves if you must, but do not decide to leave so quickly. A strong Cliving makes for a strong Rohan, and these are troublesome times. Alright, so we need to talk to Nona Horn and Corridon. Let's start with Corridon, we're closest to him. What do you think of Cliving? I think it is a city of Rohan. No city built by the hands of men can hope to compare to those of elves, even in this passing age. But it suffices as a place for them to live, if this is what they call living. I see no art, I hear little music. It seems to me these men of Rohan survive, but they do not live. I have said nothing of this to any of them, of course. It might be considered impolite. Perhaps a little.
This city has little to fear of orcs, if you ask the opinion of an elf.
I've seen more secure homes, but they were in the Malorn of Lorien. This city has little to fear of orcs, if you ask her the opinion of an elf. Appleward should see what he can do to protect the people who live elsewhere in the Norcrofts, but he can do that without our presence. Hey, Horn. Let's actually talk to Nona next. Nona, dear. What do you make of Cliving? I did not like it. I will be glad when we go. We will not stay. And did you speak with Siflid? I did. If she were not soft and coddled like many of the horse folk seem to be, she could be one of the Uklooth. She has the temperament for it, if not the weathering given by a hard life. I think she was frightened of me at first, but she had many questions about my people, and I enjoyed talking to her about them. The guard captain did not let her out of his sight while she was in my presence. That put me in mind of a caged bird. I would not have tolerated it, but Siflid did. No one would mistake her for me, that is certain. She was very curious about Horn. I told her his singing voice is not as fair as he thinks it is, and that he is not my equal in combat. I think she was very disappointed. Oh? Is Cliving well defended, Horn? They do seem ready for just about anything. I hope my own home of Aelworth is as prepared to fend off attack, but I suspect it is not. Cliving has several natural geographic advantages. Aelworth does have one such advantage. It is bordered on the west by the Entwash. Few foes will be able to attack it from that way. Let's hope not. Did you speak with Siflid? No, I did not. Nona seemed to be deep in conversation with the girl when my wandering took me near them, but I did not want to intrude. I wonder what they spoke. I did notice Siflid casting glances in my direction, but I know not why. Horn, dear. Okay.
I think it is time to go.
The orcs we followed did not come this close to Cliving, either because it was not on their road or they were afraid of the town's defenders. And Horn?
We need not stay here any longer. Cliving has strong walls.
Cliving has strong walls, and its defensive position is better than the other towns we have seen. Appleward has little cause to fear orcs from this fastness. He does not need our help any longer, and we should be off. Alright, everybody seems to agree that we need to hightail it out of here.
You cannot blame me for wanting to keep skillful folk at the disposal of my people.
I understand that you need to be off. You cannot blame me for wanting to keep skillful folk at the disposal of my people. If you have business back at Ethengels, can I ask you to deliver a message for me? You murmur your assent, and Ethelward rumbles pleasantly. Good, good. This may surprise you, Medrielle, but I have no male heirs to carry on my line. I love my daughters more than my own life, but a son would release me from the worry that my line will end with me. My wife has been dead this past year, and it is time I began thinking of the future. Thane Mildrith of Ethengels has had more than her share of grief these past few months. If it is in my power to heal the sorrow I have caused her, I would do so. I desire her hand in marriage. Whoa! I will respect her decision in this, but please express to her how strong a union between our families and our cities would be. The Norcrofts could only benefit from such a union. It is not the first time I've asked for her hand, but it will be the last, no matter her decision. Whoa! Dude! She's kind of blaming you for all her troubles, and you're sitting there proposing a marriage of convenience. Well, no wonder she's saying no. You're doing it for all the wrong reasons. I mean, granted, in a world like this, I guess, would not be totally surprising. Now we need to find Captain Garmund. Let's go do that real quick, shall we? We're going to take our own horse as far as the edge of town. So once again, you know, we don't look like a pinball machine. But from there, we'll take the war steed out. Ooh, caught a little air there. Now we need to head that way. Now I think to check. Okay, our bags aren't full enough that we need it to totally worry about that right now. What did I get? Enchantment runes. Woo! We're about to go take a flying leap because I'm not paying attention. Okay, we're not far from our destination. And with nothing aggroing, we should get there relatively easily. Must be this little area here. The Western Cliving Watchtower. Excuse me. Hello. Vermond.
What brings you to these lands?
These pillagers are a grim indication of what the orcs intend to accomplish. They have defiled the deserted home of the crofters. It is a fine deed you have done in removing their presence. And the thriving horde. Okay.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Knowing that the invaders have fallen to your prowess fills me with a sense of satisfaction. Each orc slain in the fields delays the chance of their forces amassing to attack the city. Keep vigilant.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Hail, Runekeeper. Take care as you travel in these lands. The vacant farms southwest of the city have fallen under the control of white-hand orcs. Their previous residents, fleeing to Edoras, are seeking sanctuary within the walls of Cliving. The orcs have taken it upon themselves to mark our lands with their various brands and symbols. It may not matter to most, but I cannot bear to see our homeland so crudely desecrated. If it is not much trouble, I request that any orc banners or totems that you come across be destroyed. I shall see that you are compensated generously for your efforts. Alright, so, those orc banners that we were destroying while we were killing all that stuff, well, now we actually have to go destroy them. But we will do that next time. Until then, bye for now.